Hello students, today we will discuss about thermodynamics. So in thermodynamics is the word therm. Thermodynamics is therm meaning heat. Then dynamic thermodynamics, dynamic meaning flow or motion. Therefore, name of the topic is the flow of heat. Flow of heat means about heat you study. About heat. So questions in the NEET and CET on thermodynamics that is based on problems. And in the thermodynamics, yes, we will solve problems on work done. Problems on work done. So work done equal to minus P external into delta V, minus P external into delta V, and delta V formula V2 minus V1, initial volume, final volume. Yes, this is a maximum work done in case of what reversible gas, ideal gases. It may be reversible or irreversible. Then other formulas in thermodynamics. Afterwards, I'll tell you regarding the terms in thermodynamics. So work done formula, this one. Next, other formulas. W equal to minus 2.303 nRT log V2 by V1, or we can write P1 by P2. If volumes are given, take this formula V2 by V1, and pressures are given P1 by P2, because that Boyle's law formula PV equal to RT. PV equal to aerotic combined gas equation, but Boyle's law PV equal to constant, P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. Yes. Therefore, V2 by V1 equal to P1 by P2. Based on this, we can write two formulas. So this is a formula in case of what maximum work done in isothermal expansion of what ideal gas, reversible expansion of ideal gas. Next, one more formula, W equal to NCV T2 minus T1, and T1 always greater than T2. T1 greater than T2 means we should get here minus. And sign convention in thermodynamics, if work done indicated by negative sign, it is expansion or work done by the gas. Expansion of gas or work done by the gas. And if it is positive, W equal to plus, work done on the gas or compression of the gas. Then W equal to negative positive I told. Then W equal to NCV, it is for adiabatic expansion. Work done in case of adiabatic expansion of reversible ideal gas. Reversible expansion of ideal gas. NCV, and here nRT. But N is mole, R is universal gas constant, T temperature in Kelvin, V1 initial volume, final volume V2, P1 initial pressure, final pressure P2. And here T1 initial temperature, T2 final temperature, CV molar heat capacity at constant volume, molar heat capacity at constant volume, and N is what number of moles. And one more formula, there is a first law of thermodynamics, W or delta U equal to Q plus W. Delta U equal to Q plus W. So this is the first law, mathematical form of first law of thermodynamics, delta U equal to Q plus W. Delta U, change in internal energy, and is determined by using bomb calorimeter. In thermochemistry, it is about delta E, Bohm calorimeter, and Q equal to heat liberated or absorbed. If heat liberated, Q value negative, and if heat absorbs, then Q value positive. And similarly, W positive were done on the gas, and W negative were done by the gas. There is a sign convention in thermodynamics. Yes, these are the important formulas in thermodynamics. Now I will tell you terms in thermodynamics, but we will solve the problems on these formulas. Okay. Terms in thermodynamics: system, surroundings, system and surroundings. Then process, system, surrounding, process. Then system, definition of system: any specified portion of the universe, any specified portion of the universe which is under consideration or which is under study, that is called what? System. Then anything you consider, example, solubility of alcohol in water. We are studying only about the alcohol solubility in water, but we are not thinking about the beaker, etc. But only this one important. Now it is said to be system. Any specified portion of the universe which is under consideration, that is called a system. And excluding these means other than system part, except this part, whatever there, that is said to be surrounding. And surrounding has tendency to exchange both matter and energy with the system. Surrounding has the tendency to exchange both energy and matter with the system. That is called surrounding. Then in system there are three types: open system, closed system, and isolated system. Open system, closed system, and isolated system. So in open system, see here, beaker containing alcohol and water, it can escape out. And water from the atmospheric air can enter in the beaker. Therefore, matter exchange occur and also energy exchange occurs. Energy, if it is cold, then it can absorb heat from the surrounding. If it is hot, it can release heat to the surrounding. Therefore, if it is open vessel, then it is said to be open what? System. And even earth is a open system, and photosynthesis, that is said to be open system. And here exchange of energy and matter both takes place, it is called open. Next, closed system. Yes, if the beaker is perfectly closed, then exchange of energy occurs, but there is no exchange of matter, that is called closed system. And isolated system, the vessel is what? Insulated. The vessel is insulated, and in this case no exchange of energy and no exchange of matter, that is called what? Isolated system. So like this you have to try to understand the meaning of the terms, and even on the what meaning of the terms they can give what NEET or CET questions. Then in the process, see what is process. Process, there is anything in which one form of the other form occur with respect to the matter, or change in the system occur from one state to other state, then it is said to be process. That is called any operation which brings about change in the system is called process. Any operation which brings about change in the system is called process. And in process there are different types. First, isothermal. Second, adiabatic. Isothermal process, adiabatic process, isobaric, isobaric process. Then fifth, reversible, cyclic process, reversible process, irreversible process, spontaneous process, non-spontaneous process. Yes, in all these cases some changes occur, then it is called a process. Then in case of isothermal adiabatic, see what happened. Iso means same, therm, temperature. If temperature remains constant in the process or a change, then it is called what? Isothermal process, and T value constant. Then use the formula delta U equal to Q plus W. Yes, think about the isothermal process formula in case of first law of thermodynamics. Delta U value 0 because no change in heat, no change in temperature. Then energy, U means internal energy, energy and temperature, they are linear proportional. And if temperature remains constant, means U1, U2, initial internal energy and final internal energy remains same. Therefore, U2 minus U1 value found to be 0. Therefore, delta U equal to 0 in case of what? Isothermal. Then Q equal to minus W. If it is work done by the gas, Q equal to plus W. Work done on the gas, Q equal to minus W. But the Q value, yes, again, depend upon the exo or endo. If it is exothermic, minus Q, and endothermic, plus Q. Heat liberated, minus Q, and heat absorbed, plus Q. Anyway, remember, in isothermal process, delta U 0, and apply this standard formula, delta U equal to Q plus W, and relate Q and W. Therefore, in case of isothermal process, then Q equal to minus W. Adiabatic process, now only I told, no heat enters or leaves the system. No heat enters or leaves the system with the surroundings, that is called adiabatic. Therefore, Q value is 0. If Q value is 0, then delta U equal to W. Q value is 0, delta U equal to W in case of adiabatic. Then isochoric, volume kept constant, and volume means W equal to P delta V. Delta V constant, therefore W 0. Then delta U equal to Q. In case of isochoric, delta U is 0, W is 0, delta equal to Q. Isobaric process, P is 0, see here, P is 0, then means dP value is 0 or P remains constant and this value remains constant, then again we get what? Delta U equal to Q in case of what? Isobaric process. Isobaric. Okay. Means dP in isochoric delta V is 0 and isobaric delta P is 0. Delta V. Anyway, this value 0. Then cyclic process, yes, delta U 0 and also W value 0. Delta V 0, delta V 0 and delta U 0. Therefore, Q value 0 in case of cyclic process. Then reversible, irreversible. A process in which the product formed recombined to give back reactants that you studied in reversible reactions. And the process also same type. Reversible process, irreversible process. Once we get a product, they cannot combine to give back reactant, that is called irreversible. And spontaneous, non-spontaneous. But this also I will tell you in detail after about few hours. Because so regarding spontaneous, I want to explain in detail about delta G, change in free energy. Anyway, spontaneous process, a process which takes place on its own without any external aid or external agency, that is said to be spontaneous process. And non-spontaneous process, spontaneous or non-spontaneous, which can take place or which cannot take place. Here I told which takes place on its own, but this one which cannot take place on its own. Example, flow of water from lower level to higher level. Whether it's on its own, whether it happen, no, it is not possible. You have to lift the water by using motor. That is called non-spontaneous. When water flows from higher level to lower level, then it is said to be spontaneous. Okay, so these are the formulas, thermodynamics. There is a first law of thermodynamics formula and different processes. But all meanings very important. Try to understand the meanings. and no problems on these. Problems only on W equal to minus 2.03 nRT log P1 by P2 or V2 by V1. Second, W equal to NCV T2 minus T1 where T1 greater than T2. And those two formulas important. And one more formula, W equal to minus P external delta V. And finally, delta equal to Q plus W. Four formulas remember, and you can solve problems on thermodynamics. But about the spontaneous process and delta Z concept, at the end I will tell you about these two. Next, regarding isothermal and adiabatic process. So there are some questions on this. This is a P external. There is a gas at constant temperature, and later this is the initial volume. Again it shift here V2. V1 V2 cancel. Now when the gas expand isothermally, what happens? Means the gas molecules, they collide on the what interface of that piston. Then when they collide on the, or when they hit on the what interface of that piston or on wall of the container, then they lose their energy. If energy is lost, and energy temperature, I told you, they are directly proportional, therefore kinetic energy decreases, temperature decreases. But in case of isothermal process, whether temperature decreases or temperature remains constant. So answer, temperature remains constant even though there is a change, but temperature remains constant in case of isothermal process. Then in adiabatic process, same concept, adiabatic process, what happens? Here temperature can change, but heat content remains same. So when the gas expand, yes, adiabatic, and now I am telling adiabatic, not isothermal. If it is isothermally, then energy remains constant, means delta U value 0. But if it is adiabatic process, what happens? When the gas expand, but when the gas expand, when the external pressure applied is less than what pressure of the gas, then only gas undergo expansion. If gas expanded, then V2 greater than V1. V2 minus V1 value positive, delta V equal to positive. Then their energy decreases, kinetic energy value decreases, therefore temperature falls. Now there is a question, when the ideal gas expand adiabatically, question is, when the ideal gas expand adiabatically, then answer means options. First, temperature falls, temperature remains same, temperature increases unaltered or cannot be predicted. Then here answer is, I told adiabatic, gas expand, therefore temperature falls. Similarly, energy increase, energy decrease, energy remains same. They also said like this questions, and there you have to write energy decrease, energy decrease. But if it is isothermal process, temperature remains same. Answer, temperature remains same. So like this also you can expect some questions based on isothermal and adiabatic process. Then in thermochemistry, it is important, thermochemistry. So in physics, more concepts are there based on the thermodynamics, but in chemistry, only few points. But the important part, thermochemistry. Okay. So in thermochemistry, main we are studying about delta H. This is most important. Delta H concept, this is called change in enthalpy. You will study about enthalpy, delta H. And when you write delta, then difference. if it is a reaction, write Hp minus HR. If it is reaction, Hp minus HR, and physical change occur, then you write H2 minus H1. But final state minus initial state, that is called delta H. Then change in enthalpy, you will study in thermochemistry. Again, there is a word thermo, means heat. So, in all the reactions, processes in thermochemistry, yes, what you study? Only heat change, whether heat liberated or absorbed. Now I will tell you when heat liberates and when heat absorbs. Okay, consider this is negative. See, when delta H negative, it is important. When delta H negative, just you see the formula. Reactant energy, product energy. Yes. If reactant energy, this is reactant, it is product. Reactant energy more, product energy less. And product P, reactant R, Hp minus HR. Therefore, HR value more, it is negative. See here, negative. Therefore, less value minus more value gives what? Negative value. Means if it is exothermic reaction, heat liberated, because during reaction what energy decreases, and difference in energy that comes out as heat in the form of heat. Therefore, delta H value negative. If HR greater than Hp, very important, HR greater than Hp or Hp less than HR. If Hp less than HR, this is called exothermic. Hp less than HR or HR greater than Hp, exothermic, delta H value negative. Okay. Similarly, delta H value positive. See, when we get positive, if Hp greater than HR, see, there are some reactions. Reactants have less energy, but products have more energy. Therefore, less energy to more energy. If the molecules have less energy, then you have to supply energy to the molecules and they absorb energy and undergo what homolysis or electrolysis or bond breaking occur, and new bonds are formed to give products. Therefore, if it is a endothermic reaction, you have to supply heat to the system, then molecules absorb heat and converts into product. Anyway, Hp value, enthalpy of products. Enthalpy product value means energy of product more than what reactant energy in case of what? In case of endothermic. Endothermic Hp greater than HR. Right, this is for endothermic, this is for exothermic. I already written here. Okay. For endothermic, Hp greater than HR, and exothermic, Hp less than HR. Hp less than HR. Exothermic, endothermic. Because in this topic, maximum you use delta H negative, delta H positive. But why you are getting negative positive, I am telling you. Okay? Hp less than HR. Hp less than HR, delta H negative. Hp greater than HR, delta H positive. If positive, endothermic, negative, exothermic. Next, and this reaction, this equation also said to be what? Energy equation in thermochemistry, and even we can write sum of like this. This type also we can write even delta Hp1 and delta HR. For reactions, we can also write like this. Okay. To solve the problems, we can use such formulas. Then, in case of thermochemical equations. Thermochemical equations. C plus O2 gives CO2. Yes, it is a simple reaction. It is not said to be thermochemical equation. It is a chemical equation, but not thermochemical equation. And make it a thermochemical equation. Carbon, physical state, S, solid state, O2 gas, CO2 gas, and heat delta H minus 393.5 kilojoules. 393.5 kilojoules. Now in this equation is here 1 mole of C, 1 mole of C, 2 mole of O means 2O. 2O, 1C, 1C. 1 mole of C, 1 mole of O2 gives 1 mole of CO2. Means it is a what? Balanced equation which involve physical states and also heat term. Then only the equation is said to be thermochemical equation. Now remember the point. First point, balanced equation. Second point, physical state must be there. And third point, heat term. Then the equation is said to be thermochemical equation. Then how to relate delta H and delta U in the topic? Thermochemistry, delta H, delta U relationship. Just like in equilibrium topic you studied Kp, Kc relationship. Kp equal to Kc, RT to the power delta N. But here not power, into, you write into. Delta H equal to delta U plus RT into delta N. This is gaseous state. Delta H into delta U plus RT into delta N. And even we can write one more formula, delta H delta U plus P into delta N. But while solving the problems, we use this formula. That means the relationship between delta H delta U like this. And enthalpy formula, H equal to U plus PV. And using this formula, we derived this. This is enthalpy. And enthalpy is the total heat content present in the system. Enthalpy. No doubt, in short, you can say heat term. But total heat content, it may be internal energy and the product of pressure volume. And this sum is said to be what? Enthalpy. Okay. And absolute value of enthalpy, even entropy, free energy, they are all not what calculated, but their change in enthalpy, change in internal energy, change in entropy is like delta H, delta U can be calculated. Better use the delta terms, not like this, because we can calculate delta H, delta U, and delta U can be calculated experimentally by what? Bomb calorimeter, by using a bomb calorimeter, which is a what? Closed system. It would be a closed system. And there we can say delta V means volume remains constant, delta V 0. If volume constant, delta U, and pressure constant, delta H. Even in question paper, if they give change in heat at constant pressure, means you think it is delta H. Change in heat at constant volume, it is delta U. But only delta U is experimentally determined by what? By using bomb calorimeter. And once you know this value, then calculate delta H by using delta H, delta U plus RT into delta N. But questions on this formula, maybe problems or even equations. In which of the following delta is greater than delta U, delta is less than delta U, delta H equal to delta U? Like these questions we get. Now write some what reactions. N2 plus 3S2 gives 2NS3 gaseous state. N2 plus O2 gives 2NO, all are gases. PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. Now, in first case, delta H and delta U relationship depend upon delta N. Okay, delta N value, delta N value, delta N value. Np minus Nr. Delta N formula, even equilibrium I told delta N formula Np minus Nr. Number of moles of gaseous products, number of moles of gaseous reactants. Means you have to take only gaseous state, not liquid state and solid state, while calculating delta N. Here 2 mole of gas minus, here minus 3 plus 1, 4 mole of gas. Therefore 2 minus 4, 2 minus 4 minus 2. Then delta H equal to delta U plus RT into delta N. So here. For first equation, this is the relationship. Next, whether delta H and delta U, whether equal or greater than or less than, see here, some value you have to subtract. Let delta U is 100, minus something, minus 20, minus 30, whether you get answer, delta H answer, whether more than 100, less than 100, so answer is less than 100 because you have to subtract some value. Therefore, delta H value less than delta U if delta N value, here delta N value negative, if delta N value negative. Important. If you get delta N value negative, delta H less than delta U. If delta N positive, example is, see here, all our gases, 1 mole, 1 mole, 2 mole, 2 minus 1 plus 1. If you write plus 1 here, delta U plus RT into plus 1, means some value added to this, then we get more than 100, therefore delta H value more than delta U. If delta N value more than 0 or positive values, yes, if you write here positive value, yes, total delta H value found to be more than delta U. Then if delta N 0 here, 2 mole minus 1 mole, 1 mole, means 2 minus 2, delta N value 2 minus 2 equal to 0. If delta N 0, then delta H here, this value is 0, delta H delta U, but this is 0, therefore we get answer delta H equal to delta U. Sorry, delta H equal to delta U. Yes, here I covered delta N. Based on the delta N, we can write relationship between delta H delta U. If delta N positive, delta H greater than delta U, delta N negative, delta H less than delta U, delta N equal to 0, delta H equal to delta U. Okay. So in the next part regarding the types of reactions, we can start.